It's 9:19. Phillipton here with you on BBC CWR. And yes, jobs, employment really our focus today because of the jobless numbers that came out just after 7 o'clock this morning. Gave you those on BBC CWR. For those who've lost their job because of the pandemic, it might be actually a question of finding, frankly, any job rather than a particular career that you might be seeking, just in order, frankly, A, to get some income and to be in work. But for some, there is some hope given in a new scheme that's run by the Job Centre in Nuneaton. It's giving people the chance to find that career and something they, in turn, can be proud of and turn back to their family and their kids and get some self-esteem back from that. BBC CWR's Alec Blackman has been up to Camp Hill in Nuneaton to speak to a 23-year-old who's in something there called the Mentoring Circle.
My name's Lewis Ashdown, and I used to be a restaurant manager at the Rose and Castle in Anstey. It's called a Mentoring Circle, so at first I thought it would be like a group call with other people like myself and then someone that would advise us through, but it's not really like that. You do get still that one-to-one interaction with the person that's looking after you, basically. So they ring me up. At the start it was like every week, first helping me with my CV, offering to help me with cover letters, trying to get a grasp of really what I wanted to do so they could get out there and start looking. So they put me in touch with a lady at PetXI. They work at the Chess Centre in Camp Hill. So they help find jobs for people in the local area around here. So they got me in touch with them. So I'm on with them as well. So they send me jobs. And then also Amy keeps up to date with me. She makes sure I'm applying for jobs and apprenticeships or whatever I'm looking for. And again, if she comes across anything, she emails it straight over to me.
I guess you feel that drive that you need to be out there earning money as soon as possible.
Yes, in a way. So we always obviously make sure the family gets everything. But it's not so much as in, I just want to go out and get a job. I want to get a career for my family more than anything. It's having something that your kids can be proud of you for what you do rather than just working a 9-to-5 warehouse job or whatever comes along. So it's more of a fact is I'm taking the opportunity to build a career for myself, and then obviously my kids will see that in the long run rather than just jumping from job to job. And it kind of gives them something to strive for as well, not knowing that even if you don't get off to a good start, you can always find yourself back on the right track and end up with something good.
And is that what the mentoring is helping you achieve, to sort of hone down and find out that exact area that you want to get into so you will have a lifelong income?
When you're in just a process of going from job to job to job, it's hard to get the training to get those higher quality jobs. So when you come out of school, you've got the opportunity to go into free education of maybe an apprenticeship or going into university or anything like that. But when you get to my age and you've jumped from job to job, you kind of don't know where to go. When I started to speak to them, they were more inclined of what they could help with, what I wasn't able to do, and kind of where I stand and what the best steps were to take forward. So that was more of that helped me, that they knew a lot more about the process and how to get into certain jobs than I do myself. I'm now 23, so I know what I want to do. So if I am looking for an apprenticeship, I'm probably most likely going to stick with that now for the rest of my life. I'm not restricting myself. I'm looking for a career, so anyone that's willing to invest into me and give me the time of day, basically, I'm more than willing to give that back to them.
Sounds like a very committed young man, doesn't he? Lewis Ashdown, only 23 years of age, but already a dad of 3, and they're in the Mentoring Circle in Camp Hill in Nuneaton, speaking to BBC CWR's Alec Blackman. So, Vic Minette,